Welcome to Home Exit Signs 12, and let's get started. So right here I have a Lithonia ECRG exit sign combo, part of the basic series. I've used this combo before. The thing is, I've pretty much used every unit that I could use. Therefore, this might be the last Home Exit Signs episode for a while. My birthday's not that far away. It's about a month away, and I should get a few cool units. I know the possible units I might be getting, but I'm not going to tell you because it's going to be a surprise. This is just rebranded generic, essentially. Sometimes these are offered in simple self-diagnostics. Unfortunately, this one is not. They're very decent. The adjustments are horrible on these. And you can have this green or red. It can be green or red. As there's a switch on the inside, which I will show you right now when we look at the inside. And it's simple. You just have to put the flathead screwdriver in the snaps like most other exit signs. Here's the inside. That's the battery. That's the arrow that I have in the sign right now as I was punched out currently. This is the toggle switch to make it red, but of course I'm keeping it green for this episode. And that's why some LEDs are not on, because some are for the red, some are for the green. That is the transformer. It's always usually covered up. And something weird about the ECRG is usually the red wire is what you cap off with the wire nut when you wire these signs. Usually you use a black and white wire, but this combo, as well as the Lithonia EU2C emergency lights, use the red wire as a replacement for the black wire, and there isn't even a black wire that you use to wire this up. Maybe some miniature ones like by the transformer or battery, but that's really about it. Anyways, I'm going to put this faceplate back on. Just gotta snap it back on, and we will go see the second unit. I could kind of say this episode might be a bit of a recap theme, as I'm using units I used in maybe episodes 1 and 2. Now, you may notice that the basement looks awfully different. We are currently rearranging the basement a little bit. And it is a bit of a mess in here right now. But over here we have a Dual-Light EZ2L emergency light. This was released in 2021, discontinuing the original EZ2s, the incandescent ones, which had almost a whole 40 years in production. And it's black housing as well, which is cool. Now, the battery is actually in the front of the emergency light. This actually makes my life 10 times easier. And I could open it with one hand that easily. It's just like a door. And that's the battery. But there's something I don't like about this. If something hit it super hard, it would be latched open. But something that is cool is that it starts dim then gets brighter. And this emergency light is, I think, brighter than the EV, if I'm not wrong. And it has a traditional look, but it's still modern. And that's what I like about the EZ2L series. So now I'm going to turn the lights off throughout the basement, and we will go into emergency mode. We're in emergency mode, and we have the ECRG performing. I really can't adjust these well at all. So it's pointing at the ceiling. And since it is warmer out, it stays much lighter outside for longer, so it's much harder to do this in complete darkness, but that's okay. The EZ2L is performing very well, just for now. I don't know if this is a for now thing or forever thing, but you can actually see much further of how the EZ2L actually performs, enough to reach the fridge over here. And it at least partially blinds me when I'm looking at it from all the way over there. I'm going to stand it up for a minute. These are amazing emergency lights in my opinion. I've actually never found one in person before. They aren't that common yet, just because they've only been in production for already 5 years if you think about it. I mean, technically this month is the 5-year anniversary for it. It was released in April 2021, and it's April 2026 when I'm recording this. So anyways, I'm going to revert everything so I don't really waste much of the exit sign and emergency lights batteries. One thing weird the Lithonia ECRG does is, I'm going to plug it in real quick. Where did the cord go? Oh, hold on, sorry. So I'm going to unplug it. I didn't mean plug it in, I'm going to unplug it because I'm a bit of a dumbass, but, see, I unplugged it, but I'm going to plug it back in. It always takes, for some reason, a couple extra seconds to actually revert back to AC mode compared to other units, is one thing interesting to say. So anyways, that is about going to do it for this home exit signs video. Usually I unplug the units after I'm done in emergency mode, but this time I'm actually going to let them charge, because that's probably the better thing to do. I hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.